Have you ever heard a report that just didn't add up? Or did you ever hear good news, which was factual, but you sensed that something was left out? Now, good things happen. Good things happen every day. In some cases, the good things may be rare, but they happen. Just because the majority of the world's population is not in agreement with Christ and is in a state of anxiety doesn't mean that good things can't happen. Christ is still Lord. So good things happen. Let it get through to you. Good things happen. The good outnumbers the bad. It's only because the majority of the world's population is in anxiety that we tend to think that darkness is the norm. Darkness is not the norm. Darkness is a deviation in heaven and earth. And the good outnumbers the bad. The authentic outnumbers the fake. With outnumber, I mean outnumber in quality. So, good things happen. Don't become cynical. Don't become paranoid. Don't become, how would I say, intoxicated with sorrow. Good, because good things happen. They do. However, in this world, every good that happens will either be exploited or attacked by those that hold on to anxiety. And that does not mean only narcissists. There are common folks who are frightened of good things because they're so familiar with the bad. They don't have to be bad people directly, but they can become uncomfortable when something unusual happens. And if someone has grown up in an anxious environment and suddenly good things happen, they may think it's dangerous or whatever. For example, someone who grew up in an environment like in a ghetto where there's a lot of backbiting people may not feel comfortable becoming vulnerable to someone. So if she meets, for example, a guy that's walking by faith and he would be a husband, she may be frightened by it, not used to it. Even though she may realize that something good has happened to her. So good things happen, but always look at the context. Christ said to his disciples, so the people that follow him, that walk with him, is said unto them. He didn't say this to churchgoers. He didn't say this to people who were just born again but they're not renewing their mind. He spoke to those who were born again and were walking by faith. He told them, in the world you shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer, I've overcome the world. And he told them before that, my peace I leave unto you. So Christ doesn't want us to depend on the counterfeit peace of the world. Okay? So he leaves us his peace inside of us, and in this peace we operate and we overcome the world around us just like he did. So that means that every good that you will encounter and meet during this lifetime will not come easy. In the sense that if you receive something good, the enemy will try to either steal it from you or to frustrate the good that has happened to you. So there will be a fight against the good that you've received. Come on, you know how the world operates. If something good happens to Sarah, for example, then Lucille may think, why did it happen to Sarah and not me? You know how worldly people can be. And you know how far worldly people will go if they feel they're wronged. Because some people will feel wronged when something good happens to you. There are folks like that, and they will take it out on you or someone else when they feel wronged. Nobody did them wrong, but they feel wrong when something happens to you when you have an advantage and they don't have a similar advantage. For example, let me say like this, if someone tells you about the great life they have in this world, but there's nobody resisting that good life that you know is fake. That story is fake news. Because if even Christ's disciples, who have the good in them, are persecuted because people can't stand them operate in the good, then how can anyone have something good and there is no affliction coming against it? Listen, the easiest way to recognize a fake glory story. You have glory stories out there who are factual, but you also have fake glory stories. The easiest way to acknowledge, to recognize a fake glory story is to check whether that good has been challenged or not. If someone has an advantage, whether it's a relationship or whether it's in finances or whether it's in the outworking of their circumstances, when someone has an advantage and that advantage has not been challenged, then you know that it's not real. It's either a demonic trap or is just lying about something. Always remember this. A fake glory story will lack persecution. It will lack tribulation. If it lacks tribulation, then it's too good to be true. If even Christ said that his followers, who are the light of the world, will face tribulation, so that means that, look at this, Christ's followers are good to this world. They are the only real good to this world that the Heavenly Father will give to this world. So, if even the good that Heavenly Father gives to the world face tribulation, then nobody can come up with any glory story that lacks tribulation. If it lacks tribulation, examine it. Something doesn't add up. Well, that's it for now. Keep agreeing with Christ and be at peace.